What's going on, everybody?
On the assist from Wade.
This is High Fly TV.
No chance for the smaller defender to block that jumper.
Yeah, he knows
And
exactly
we're
how
gonna
to use his size
I'm
to
just
his
gonna say my
advantage.
opinion about this game so far.
Waiters with a screen on
My
Jones.
opinion out of
And
10?
out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Kevin, I've got a chance
1.
to look at where the Cavaliers ranked in the NBA.
I have a
last
lot of
season.
people will be like,
10th and fewest turnovers per game.
how?
11th in rebounding.
I'll tell you how.
And they were in the top half of the league in opponent field goal percentage.
First
as
of
well.
all, when I got the game, you know, I pre-ordered on the
Their
PS4.
team last year, Clark, was the few
When I got the
turnovers that
game,
they committed in the top
I
10 in
tried
the league in terms
to
of
redeem
fewest
my code,
turnovers per
my
game.
pre-order code.
And that boded well
I go on
for
the
them.
page, you know, the
Anytime
web
they
page
took care
to
of the
redeem it.
basketball,
It
they
says
were
choose your
extremely
language, chose the
difficult to
language,
beat.
put the
That
code,
became a
I
big
put the
part of their
code,
identity.
click submit. What happens? Nothing.
Following the basket by Chris Bosh.
This
Dang, can't get it to
this
go.
went on for like about 2 to 3 hours.
James
Nothing.
kicks to
I kept
11
refreshing. The
feet
page
away.
would
Shot is no
break.
good.
And I was
Miami
scared, to
the
be
other way
honest,
now.
to lose my code. But I was like, you know what?
But
Now it might
fired
work.
by
Now it
Wade.
might work. And
Dang
every time
passes
it
to
won't.
Nick Roberts.
It won't work. It won't work.
Pass to Chalmers.
So I was like, what
Kicks it to
is
Bosh.
going on, 2K?
And
like,
that one's good.
What is going on? I was
Bosh has
like,
got 6.
I went to the
Broke
2K.
out
Then
the
I
finger
took.
roll,
I went to
that was
Twitter.
Kind of a stylish finish.
See that the problem
Cavaliers
could have been
trail by
only me.
4.
So I was like, let me go. I see they're having a
Outsider
big problem with
and the pass to
this.
Waiters.
It's launch day. Launch of the online servers day. And this has happened.
Shot from 12.
And this
Good on the jump
happens.
shot.
That mid-range jumper, just another one.
Then I kept refreshing the page. I was like, you know what? I kept refreshing it. I kept like at that time, 2K didn't say anything about it.
And
I only
Chalmers
saw
kicks to
people
Wade.
complain. But then I went to the page and
Bosh
started
hits the
refreshing
net for
it.
Wade. And it's
It
Dang
would go
in
to the
corner.
next page. You know, the page where you choose what card you want
Back to Wade.
and your
Shot
what
clock at
console you
6.
have.
And
I did
James
that
pulls it down.
again, froze.
Just disappeared this
After
quarter,
a
not
couple
making
of
mark
tries,
at all
not
offensively.
couple,
And I'm sure he's
after
ready to
many,
put
many
this score
tries,
behind him and
it
quickly.
went through to the page where you get your instructions. And what do I get? Blank page. Like, just a red background and a black box in the middle, and it says follow the instructions, but where are the instructions? Nowhere to be found.
And LeBron over his career dealing with a
I kept refreshing. After a while,
Kevin,
it showed the instructions for a second, but then the page reloaded by itself and said that my code was invalid. And I was like, what do you mean invalid? Like, how is it invalid? Kept refreshing, same thing, then closed it, reopened, waited for a while.
Miller's checked in for Waiters.
I put the code and it said the code has been used.
And he sinks
I
the
was
second.
like shocked.
The Heat with the
Like the
lead.
first thing I thought in my mind is that I lost my money.
Here's
Seriously.
Cole. He's coming off a 10-point game against
That's
New
my
Orleans.
first thought.
And he was
Lost my money.
defensively too.
They basically took my money for pre-ordering the game,
He had 4 steals during that game.
and I got no code. I got nothing from it. So what was the point of me pre-ordering it
Boy, such
and me going to the store and buying it and paying less?
decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
This is one issue.
Now here's
Then
LeBron. Miller with a screen on
you have the
Anderson.
issue with the park today.
It's Miller on the wing. 6 to shoot.
You play on the park. You're having a winning streak. You're playing. You're like on fire, unstoppable. You're like
Here's
killing people.
Varejao, and the rebound paying
What
off as
happens?
they pick up 2 on the
Blue
second
screen
chance bucket right there.
goes you to the dashboard of the PS4 dashboard. I reported the problem to Sony, but I found out that it's not their problem. It's 2K's. You know when you're playing and suddenly everyone just disappears and goes invisible. That's what
127
happens.
left here in the first
Or you
quarter.
see the people that are next.
Screen on Granger.
They suddenly
Dellavedova dishes to
appear on the
Miller.
court
Pass to
like
Dellavedova.
ghosts or something. That's what happened.
Cleveland moving
Goes
the
to the
ball around.
dashboard.
Here's
Like I was
Marion.
in the middle of
Wing.
a 3-game winning streak, and suddenly this happens.
Anderson against Miller. He
And
misses the
earlier I was
go-ahead
on a
basket.
7-game winning
He'd have
streak,
gone an
and
even
one of my
50% from the field.
teammates disappeared.
They are
Winning
7
7
for 14 for the
games.
game.
You know how
And
much
there's
time it
the
would take you
whistle
to
on
win
the
7
shot.
games?
Took the foul, shot
More than an
missed.
hour.
He'll be shooting 2.
To loads and everything.
Chris Anderson, the
And
Birdman, has been a
this
great fit in
and this
Miami,
happens.
I think they got a steal in this veteran.
My team, another issue. I tried a game, my team. I won one. There was some lag. I was like, okay, it's first. Maybe it's pressure. The servers are new. They're gonna fix this right away. Maybe tomorrow will be fixed, but no. Then the day after, I played another game. It went to double overtime. Double overtime. And as the game was finishing, it just, you know, you get this error message that says 2K servers disconnected or whatever, something error happened, whatever. I was losing, but that doesn't matter. I'm a fair-minded person. I'm not gonna say I don't care because I know in the future that this can happen to me, and it can go to 3 overtimes or 4 even sometimes.
That one is no good.
And like an hour plus of putting effort and just like pressing buttons and your fingers are like sweaty and all that, and you just lose the game. He must have been furious. I would have been if it was me. It was a game to the wire till the end. It finished like 79-81 with bronze players, so that means that we were going at it, and he loses the game. It doesn't count. I'm still flawless till now because of it, but it can happen to me in the future. Like, what are you doing, 2K? This is my freaking earned money. What are you doing, 2K? How are you not prepared for lunch? Just explain to me. You were showing your trailers and videos and how you got Shaquille O'Neal in the game and how you got this person and, you know, the people, the team that went from the YouTubers to the thing. And another issue, the face scan. I said, you know what, it's okay. It took me 2 hours to get it right. It's the first time, fine, no problem with it. I wasn't expecting much from it anyhow. But like, why do you have to base everything on your online servers when they are crashing down? The redemption code solution would have been if you just told us to put an email, so we would receive the instructions in an email, so we don't have to go through this. Second of all, to avoid this problem with the servers, what could have happened is you could have done is launch a beta version in the beginning, a demo to test what goes wrong and what goes right. Then launch the game. That tells me for another year that you are just thirsty for our earned money. That's what that tells me. How can you launch a game to the market untested, unknown? The game plays fine if everything is going right. Like, it would have been a dream to play a game like this, but it's not. It's supposed to be fun, but it's frustrating. I started a YouTube channel based on this, and this is what I get. Thank you, 2K, for another year. I've been a fan since 2K8, and this is what I get. Thank you. You guys judge. Peace. I'm out.